Team GeekBeat TV is in the house, and they're going to be playing a little What's on Your Homepage with us today on AppJudgment. This episode of AppJudgment is brought to you by the 2012 Ford Fiesta. Welcome to AppJudgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Mauricio Balvanera, and with us today are Callie Lewis and John P.
Great to be here.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
So we're going to be playing a little bit of What's on Your Homepage, and the idea being that the apps that you have on your homepage kind of say a lot about you. And this is really interesting because, John, you're our first Android user.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, so the pressure is on for me to represent the whole Android community.
That's right.
Pressure is on.
Don't fail them.
Oh, God. I'm being judged.
It's AppJudgment. That's what it is. So we're going to start with you first. It really makes sense that you're an Android user based on some of the, about 4 or 5 of the apps on
You
on
think
your
so?
page.
It is kind of self-explanatory, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you've got the entire Google suite on there.
And not just on my phone, but like right on my homepage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got Gmail, Google Plus, Google Reader, and Maps right in a row, and then I've got the Market on there too if you want to count that. So.
And you're really using these apps like all the time. Gmail is your primary.
It is. I've got 4 or 5 email accounts, but they all run through Gmail, so I check it in one interface, and I use tags so I can tell which email that went through. But yeah, I use it. And Google Plus has become my main social media outlet. I really enjoy it more than the others.
Yeah.
Google Reader, we actually use Google Reader for collaborating on doing our live show and stuff. Sourcing content.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys really use these apps for the show. Like you're being really productive.
Yeah, it's for personal and business purposes.
Yeah, totally.
So it works out well.
And you guys are Google Plus users more so than any
Love
other
it.
social network at this point.
Google Plus is just so viral, and so I mean, there's a lot of response going on.
Although
there.
the app currently kind of sucks. I gotta say,
they need
not
some
really.
work on the app, both iOS and Android, I might say.
Yeah,
but they're making
equal
improvements.
opportunity suck here.
That's right. But they're making improvements, so that's all good.
The very first app that you have on there is your camera, which means you're taking a lot of pictures on there.
Very important to me.
Every time I've seen you, you're walking in with your DSLR slung over your shoulder, like it's a sword or something.
It's true. It's true. I mean, like at home, I've got a Drobo, and I think I'm up to about 150,000 pictures on that Drobo. So I've been.
Not from just your phone, right?
No, not just my phone. I mean, I take pictures constantly. I really love photography.
But you take more pictures with your Galaxy Tab than your phone, right?
I do, interestingly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I do.
So what camera are you rocking here? This is the.
So this is the Samsung Charge.
Okay.
And it's got an 8-megapixel rear-facing camera, and it's a good camera. It actually does a good job for me.
I noticed you also have the flashlight. Widget on there.
LED light.
You have that on your homepage?
Yeah, right there. I got one button, turn that on and off, because I'm always like in the dark.
Why are you always in the dark?
Both literally and figuratively. So I need to get out of that, So yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Access to that.
All right, down the line a little bit. You've got Amazon. You shop on there often, or what are you doing on there?
Oh my God, I'm an Amazon Prime member, and so we literally have packages arriving every single day. If I can avoid going to a store, I shop on Amazon.
Oh, so you're scheduling stuff?
Oh, I buy, if I think, I need such and such, the first thing I do is pull up Amazon. If it's available, I buy it, I'm done, move on.
Cool. Evernote, I'm a huge Evernote user too, love it.
The nice thing about Evernote is, even though we both have different OSs here, Evernote is something we can agree on. We both use it. It's the same universal interface, whether you're on the web, whether you're on Android, iOS, it doesn't matter. I can make a note on my phone, and then I can go to my desktop, and I can very quickly catch right up with whatever it was.
Evernote's one of those apps where if I look at anyone's phone, chances are Android or iOS, chances are Evernote's on there. So.
It's universal.
But I have to say, there's this one issue with the app, as well as online, where if you hit enter, it'll sometimes double space, which drives me nuts. And
really?
I polled everyone on Twitter, and apparently it's not just me.
She's not anal about this at all.
That's
never bothered me. Oh my God, you know
There's
what?
An extra space in there. What's going on?
Every time I pull up Evernote, there are 2 line breaks.
All right, so you also have an app that I got to say works way better on Android than it does on iOS.
Oh.
1Password.
1Password. I can't live without 1Password because I'm a bit of a security freak. I really do use really hard passwords and lots of them.
Yeah.
So
and they're probably long if they're
long, they're hard, and we're talking about passwords here. And so I need something to keep them organized. And 1Password. Again, the nice thing about 1Password is that you've got the desktop version of it, and it syncs wirelessly here. So whenever I make changes somewhere, I take them with me.
I'm a big fan of it on the desktop. The problem with the iOS system is that you don't have these system-wide applications that Android enjoys.
They can integrate well. It just doesn't work.
Totally, totally. And finally, you've got your stock browser. I'm surprised. You're not using Dolphin HD. You're not using Opera or anything like that.
On my desktop, I use Chrome and Firefox and all these others, but on the Android system, I've just never seen a compelling reason. This one works. It's just a browser. It doesn't have the tabs I would like and things, but the screen is this big. Where am I going to put the tabs? So it works. I guess I just haven't tried the others because no compelling reason.
Okay, if it's not broke.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, coming up, we're going to take a look at Cali's iPhone homepage, but first, a quick word from our sponsor, the 2012 Ford Fiesta.
Earlier this week, we told you that Ford Sync allows for hands-free calling and personalized travel updates, but that is just the beginning. With Sync services, you can personalize information you receive daily, such as horoscopes, sports scores, news, and even search for local businesses. Sync allows you to take advantage of the Fiesta's technology while keeping your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. We're really excited to be working with Ford and have them as a sponsor this week. Thanks again to Ford and the 2012 Fiesta.
All right, just getting straight into it. Your iPhone.
My iPhone.
Your homepage.
I've got a big variety of stuff on it.
Okay, so you actually have a lot of your stock icons up at the top.
I do. I kind of never moved those away. The settings, camera, photos, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do exactly the same thing. And I notice a lot of iOS users have their stock apps at the top. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they use them often, but what about you?
Oh, well, I moved away the things that I don't use, like notes. I don't use, weather I don't use on a daily basis. I just ask Siri now. The other things I have, iMemo Lite is my preference for notepads.
So you switched that out?
I switched that out.
So what's fancy about?
Well, there was this big issue on the last update where my notes just kept disappearing because they were synced wrong.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was a cloud issue, and I just was like, forget it.
So is this part of the iCloud update that kind of
it was the update before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But target weight, keep me going to the gym, make sure I'm hitting my target weight, right?
I love that it has the number on the homepage. What is it, 13 right now?
Yes.
13? I mean, it's 13 pounds to go. 13 pounds to go on your target weight. And of course, I'm a gentleman, I'm not going to ask what that weight is.
Thank you.
Must be like 96 or something because you need to not lose 13 pounds.
The thing is, I will never hit my target weight, but that's okay. It's motivating,
so she set an unachievable goal is what she did.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Spotify and Pandora, big ones for me.
So Spotify over audio. This is the common debate in the office. Have you been a Spotify user since?
I have been a Spotify user since it came to the US. I've tried audio and I've tried the others and nothing kind of hit me the way Spotify did. But I also love Pandora. I don't really view those as the same. They're two totally different things.
Right, right. And have you had any trouble at all with your? Do you have a data cap right now on your contract?
I do. It's 4 gigs with Verizon.
Are you getting close to that 4 gig cap with Spotify?
Well, I just moved over to Verizon, but still, even though we're
she's had for like what, 2 weeks or something.
Because I switched with the 4S.
Okay.
So I was on unlimited over at AT&T. I usually use it more on the computer rather than on the mobile phone, so I'm not using a ton of data there.
Well, and when we're in the office, I think she turns on her Wi-Fi, so she should be sucking it out of the Wi-Fi instead of the.
So you're not doing a lot of commuting, streaming, or anything like that?
I don't do a whole lot of that. I'm usually kind of at the studio all day, every day.
Just want to make sure you're going to be okay on those data caps.
Hopefully I will be great. I know you're hitting it.
Yeah, I'm getting close.
No More Socks is one of my favorite.
I love this concept.
So No More Socks is a gifting app. It's for gathering ideas. I shouldn't probably tell you this, but
why are you going to get
you have
me
an
a
account
gift?
set up for him?
I do. But like the people in my life, when I think of an idea for them, I'll enter it in No More Socks, and when it's time to buy them something, I can look through those ideas rather than forgetting something or thinking, crap, I had a great idea for them. What was it?
Yeah.
You know,
So you're
it's
doing
right
this
there on my phone.
Just year round, for the holidays, for birthdays, all kind of events.
I'm a very frugal person, but
Yeah.
when it comes to gifts, I go
Splurge.
extravagant. Yeah.
Cool. It's a great idea for now. Do you have any charitable apps on your Android?
John.
I'm kidding.
Where are my gifts?
I wouldn't exactly say gifting to other people is charitable, but we do support charity water around here.
Yeah?
Yes, we
do love them.
We do. They're great.
Okay,
I don't have an app for that though.
No, yeah. You do have another app here that I think says a lot about how often you travel, maybe.
Yes, American Airlines.
Yeah.
I'm out of Dallas, is where I'm based, so I use American pretty much all the time.
Okay.
And so that app is, I just can check my itinerary, check in from there, get my mobile boarding pass. So I'm traveling constantly. Like, typically, in the last 6 months, I've been, out
Three-quarters of the time, I'd say, on the
Yeah,
road.
three-quarters of the
75%
time.
I mean, you're here today in San Francisco.
true.
I am.
Traveling.
But this is like home away from home.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't
good to be in
count.
San Francisco.
It's not traveling. All right, you got Groupon. You're a big Grouponer?
Groupon. I love Groupon. Now, the
God.
thing I have to say is that I do not use it like a lot of people wind up using it.
Oh, really?
I will use it on only things that I would have otherwise bought. So I'm not always using it, but I'm always checking it.
Right.
So.
You said you're frugal.
I'm very frugal.
Like, I noticed when I was using Groupon, I was spending way more than I normally do on different events and different deals.
Yeah, if you let yourself go on Groupon, you'll wind up spending a lot more than you should have. But I'm very disciplined.
Which
so
is
I don't have a
why
problem
people
with it.
put out coupons. I mean,
I know, right?
They know that that's what drives that behavior.
Yes.
Psychological. Yeah.
I'm saving so much money, but you spent twice as much. But I saved even more. Okay, good. Glad you feel that way.
Yeah.
And then I have Google Plus and Twitter on my dock.
You're doing your social networking there.
Exactly. I'm always on Google Plus and Twitter, so it's right there on my dock, permanent go.
Now, do you have different uses for Twitter and Google Plus? Do you post different things on each network?
Google Plus, I wind up posting a lot more pictures and images over there than I do on Twitter.
Even from your phone?
Yeah, even from my phone.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I find that Twitter is really going down in my usage habits, but
because it's gone down in the amount of response you get.
Yeah.
Well, that too, but also I'm not sure if it's gone down or if it's just.
Oh, it has.
Has it? Well, the other thing too is it's the nature of the service. I mean, you just cannot share the same kinds of things on that, or even on Facebook, the way you can on Google Plus. Is so much easier.
And Google Plus, I mean, this isn't from my phone, but when we post a Geek Beat show, we'll embed it in Google Plus. We'll just link directly to that YouTube video.
Yeah.
And they can watch it right there.
They can watch it right there, and I get people saying every single show, thank you for doing that, because then they don't have to click away.
Yeah. This has become people's almost RSS feeds.
Exactly.
They go to Google Plus, and what's nice about videos is it's really huge on that screen too.
I know.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. All right, you can catch GeekBeat TV here on Revision 3 and at geekbeat.tv. And if you got an Android tablet, you should check out their recently updated Honeycomb app. It's
awesome.
pretty cool.
That's you.
That's me. I'm on the screen.
You're on the internet. All right, guys, thanks so much for stopping by here
Thank you
on
for
Cali.
having us. It's
You guys
a
are
pleasure.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
I'm Mauricio, and we'll see you on Thursday.